Hello everybody, my name is Benji, and welcome back to Subnautica Below Zero. Something that I didn't exactly expect to be doing in a video other than the 100 sub video, which, by the way, thank you guys again for 100 subs. I'm sorry the video took so long to get out, and I'm sorry that uploads have been sparse and streams haven't happened in over a month and a half. School is crazy, life is crazy, and my internet company is being a bitch. And they wired my apartment wrong, apparently. More information in my Discord, link below in the description if you want to check any of that out. It'll be under the Announcements tab or the General tab, probably Announcements tab, but I'm currently working on it. So, just beware of that. Now, moving on to everything that's happening here. Let me get rid of that. New update for Subnautica Below Zero. So we've got custom game modes, an all-new Seatruck dock, which is what I'm the most excited about, minus the challenge for the custom aspect stuff. And then the most stable game, which means I'm really hoping that they finally fixed that Leviathan bug, where the Shadow Leviathans and anything else would end up being, like, clipping through a wall, and then just kind of pop out of the wall at the last moment. Hated that. I hated that so much. But bugs got smashed, unstuck button got added, there's a whole bunch of new stuff. I'm gonna start off with this. Probably a little loud. Oh wow, that's a lot. They didn't have cloud support? I didn't even realize cloud support was broken. I hope they fixed the ice worm too. The ice worm was kind of buggy. That looks sick. That looks super sick. Okay, yep, I'm hype. I didn't watch that trailer beforehand, by the way. So, with that all said, let's get back to the game. And I guess, first of all, hop into all of our new settings. So, all of this is the same by the look of it. Subtitles, VSync, full screen. There's an FPS cap now, which I'm going to keep at 144. Obviously I'm keeping it on display 1, and I'm gonna do, no, I guess I'll keep that. Sound, that's all the same. Graphics, do they have the presets? No, they do not, unless it's somewhere else. Keyboard, that's all the controls, accessibility. So, where's all the stuff? Play, new game. Is it under new game? Custom. Set up your player experience. Warning, disables achievements. Whoa, here's the stuff I wanted to go over in the video for the update. So, hunger, enable, thirst, enable, body temp, oxygen, vehicle crush depth, base requires reinforcement, resource, blueprint requirement, power requirement, story, enable, initial equipment. Start with knife, flashlight, scanner, sea glide, builder, propulsion, mobile vehicle bay, and fins. Wow. Permanent death. Upon dying, the save is deleted. That sounds like some Last of Us Part 2 type shit, and I'm not interested with that. I'm not going to do a permadeath because this game and Last of Us 2, in all honesty, was pretty buggy with its death. Like, there was one time in Last of Us 2 I straight up fell through the floor. I've jumped down on my Cyclops in the first Subnautica game, and it was like I was in air instead of water, and I fell to my death and lost a hardcore run that way off camera. That was back before I started YouTube. So yeah, permadeath, not gonna happen. Oxygen, hunger, and thirst alerts, as well as temperature alerts, though. Disabling those might be interesting for a challenge mode. Organic oxygen sources, plants and creatures. I think we'll keep that enabled for a challenge run, because the air bladders and stuff, like, the game's designed around having those, and I think they're convenient. But I guess that's the point of a challenge, is to ruin convenience. So maybe I'll think on that. Keep on weather, because weather affects things like temperature and thirst and other things, and it's also just a general nuisance, but it also looks cool. Vegetarian diet. This is the one I'm super interested in. Player cannot eat animals, meaning from the beginning of the game onward, I have to use only organic sources of food, which means I'm gonna have to rush to get to different places in order to actually get access to edible plant life. I think one of the first places that you can get edible plant life is the lantern fruit in Sector 0. I think it's Sector 0. It's where the game used to start back in early alpha, in early access. Back when you, like, worked for Altera. So this is definitely getting enabled, because that's going to cause an entire new gameplay aspect, and I love that. Plus, getting rid of alerts and everything, that'll help too. Day length and night length. The night length will really only change in terms of, like, visibility and inconvenience in that regard. I think what I might do is make these equivalent to one another. We can make it max to an hour. Because on Earth, I'm gonna go into my studies here for a second. On Earth, we have a 12-hour day, 12-hour night cycle. At least that's how we've ended up describing it. We have a 24-hour day, roughly. It's more like 23:59 something or other, but that's semantics. We have a 24-hour day. 12 of that is night on average, and 12 of that is day on average. Obviously, as we move around our elliptical orbit around the sun, that changes with the tilt of the Earth. Everyone knows the Earth is tilted on, I think it's a 26-degree axis, something along those lines. But for the purpose of the game, I want to go with just an average of 20 and 20. Make it even Steven. And I like the 20-minute interval for some reason. I don't really know why. I think that's the interval for Factorio, is like 2010 or something like that. So 2020, that's for sure. Bad weather frequency multiplier. So multiplies the rate at which weather events occur. I think weather already happens intermittently enough. Like, I feel like it'll snow, and then it'll be clear. It'll snow for like 20 minutes, and then it'll be clear for like 4. And then it'll sleet for like 3. And it's weird. So we're gonna keep that. Player damage and vehicle damage taken, though, those could be bumped up a notch. Especially with the vehicle damage multiplier. Essentially, how I understand that would be the ice worm does more damage to the snow fox, and it already does a lot of damage to the snow fox. Ergo, make that an option, and we're screwed. So I love that. Predator. So this pretty much just makes us easier to kill other things. I don't want that. Change how aggressive predator creatures are. Oh. It goes from 1 to 10? Are you kidding me? Oh, that. Oh. I'm interested to see what that would look like. I'm very interested to see how that would look. Hostile creature spawn, multiplies number of predators that spawn, cannot be reversed, and can impact performance. I don't think we're gonna mess with this. I can at 4. So if it's on 1, like, there's a single chelicerate above the cavern that goes down into the crystal caves. Bumping it up to 4, as I understand it, would make 4 spawn there instead. Non-predator creatures that spawn, so things like the penguins or the panicarids, which is my avatar. So I think what I would do for a challenge run, me specifically, and you guys can let me know down in the comments below if you would enjoy seeing this or if you would want something to be tweaked a little bit. But I think what I would want to do, obviously we're going to do everything with the story, we're not going to do an initial equipment pack, we're not going to do permadeath, but we will turn off all alerts. Keep organic oxygen, keep weather, turn on vegetarian diet, change the length of day and night, keep bad weather the same, increase damage taken to 5, increase vehicle damage taken to 5, keep the predator creature thing, and change the aggressiveness to 5 as well. I'm obviously not the kind of person that goes full suicide, like, I want the hardest challenge, because that's just gonna make me hate it, and it's gonna make me want to quit. I'm not gonna change any of the spawn rates. If you guys think that I should edit these in any way, bump them up a little bit, I'm not willing to go all the way to 10 for this kind of stuff, because I feel like that'll just one-shot me. And I feel like 5 will one-shot me for the player damage when it comes to, like, Leviathans and stuff. But the vehicle damage, I don't want one mistake to result in an instant death situation. I want there to be a little bit more recovery than that, otherwise it's not going to be enjoyable. So I'm willing to go up to like 7. If you guys really want me to go up to 7, I'm willing to go to 7. Or if you think 5 is too much, I'm willing to go down to 3. So you guys have a plus or minus 2 in terms of these modifiers. And you can let me know, again, in the comments below if you would like to see that. I hope to get my internet fixed soon and be able to stream this kind of stuff, but as of right now, I just simply don't really have an answer. I can't fix it myself. I'm relying on the company to fix it, but hopefully I'll see that fixed soon and come back to streams. For now, we're going to hop in and we're going to check out the, first of all, if the blueprint is automatically unlocked with the Seatruck, and second of all, if we have to go find it in the world somewhere, I will show the location of the Seatruck docking module. So I'll be back in a second. So it looks like right off the bat we do have it, and it is rather cheap. It's just a titanium ingot, an advanced wiring kit, and 4 pieces of glass, which is more complicated and more convoluted than the moon pool recipe, which is just titanium ingot, lubricant, and lead. That advanced wiring kit at least adds a little bit into the mix. But as far as I'm aware, let me go find the Seatruck, but as far as I'm aware, that's like, yeah, it's about the same cost as the Seatruck. Which makes me think that you are gonna get that for the Seatruck itself. Habitat installation, and is it here? Water filtration. I see the moon pool, so it should be the Seatruck dock. It would be under S. There it is, Seatruck dock. Dedicated sleeve for a Seatruck cab and its attached modules. It offers convenient dry embark and disembark for the driver. The dock automatically services and charges the Seatruck cab. Cargo handling remains the responsibility of Alterra employees on site. So we're going to go on ahead, we're going to build this thing. I will gather all of the resources off camera, that way you guys don't have to deal with that at all. It's been a while, so I'm tapping all the wrong buttons. I do love this base. This base is very nice. But I will be back here momentarily and show you guys what it looks like to build this wonderful piece of machinery. Alright, material gathered. And it is time for us to build this thing. So, I have a little bit of a base here. This obviously goes into this, so we won't be able to do it there. We could probably do it branching either off of this or off of this. I think I'm gonna remove the hatch for a second. Ooh, base hull strength might be a problem as well. Low. Thing is massive. Holy cow. Well, obviously I have to move my Seatruck first. Good job, Benji. Good planning. Very good planning. I think this is a save file that I just kind of had, like, on my own. This wasn't something I ever showcased on YouTube. Mine is the 100 sub video and a couple of different updates. So, welcome to this world. Yes, I can get you. Actually gonna work, though. Well, something's damaged. So that's great. That's good. And it also did not connect properly to this because it's not a X connect. Okay, fine. Give me a hot sec. I'll be right back. So while my base was flooded, I decided to test another theory, that being that I don't think the water level, despite the breaches, will actually rise above the water level of, like, the sea. So it won't actually travel up into my base in the top layer. It only stays in the bottom layer. Now, anyway, regardless of that, I did fix the actual integrity of the entire base, so we are good in that regard. My test resulted in me having to now run around and fix all of the breaches, of which you can see there are many. So I will be back yet again, and we can finally take a look at our lovely new Seatruck docking mod. I just thought of another aspect to the challenge as I'm walking around the upstairs on the surface level of my base. What if we made an extra bit of the challenge run where we have to base completely on land? i.e., we cannot have any reinforcements whatsoever. So if we were to try to base on, you know, underwater for something like a moon pool, so that we can, well, I think we can do a moon pool up because of the fact that the prawn exists. But if we wanted to do a Seatruck docking module, which, by the way, we're figuring out how this thing works, we would have to build it in a depth that would be associatable with the pressure, so that we wouldn't actually require... Awesome, look at the camera. So that we wouldn't actually require any sort of reinforcements, and we could only have the module. I think that would be a pretty neat aspect of the challenge. So anyway, looking at this now, looks like we can't close the bulkhead, but it's just kind of there. I love the lights looking out, or, well, I guess the window looking out. The fact that this still has power, I can use the fabricator, that's great. I can use all of my storage, obviously, and if I want to exit the base, I can just exit the base this way. Looks like there's some kind of... Ooh, there's more cameras? Or more camera? Looks like there's some sort of a, what's it called? Seal that's causing the water not to rush in. It's sealed right here. Awesome. And then if I want to hop in Seatruck, there's the other camera. I can just hop into the Seatruck and back my way out. Now, can I change camera views? Oh, I think this is the other camera view. It's just super dark outside. Do you see that little outline there? And then I can obviously change my color to whatever I want. It changes it automatically, which is pretty sick, not gonna lie. Same thing with the name. This is awesome. Okay, so how do I actually get out of it? It locks everything up, it locks me in it, and then I just back straight up and I'm good to go. That's cool. That's so cool. I want to see what it's like when it's got nothing in it. It's just a big old tube, that's where it gets held. Camera textures could use a bit of coloring, like base coloring. I doubt that would be hard, because the rest of it's colored. It's even got flash and blink-up blockers. Yeah, and then this is what ends up getting pushed up into place so that it locks my Seatruck and doesn't have the water. And then same thing here with the viewport and the other viewport. It's very bright. Very brightly colored. And then nothing docked, obviously. I can exit the base. I can come in. I can come out. I can disable a section. That's cool. Doesn't use any power? Really? Huh. Oh, I guess it's not using any power at the moment, is what that means. I see. Okay, I see. I see now. I see. Yeah. That's awesome. That's really, really cool. I really, really like that, actually. This is awesome. This is super cool. I'm just gonna say that. This is super cool. I'm at a loss for words. But that's really all I wanted to showcase in today's episode. As far as I'm aware, nothing has changed elsewhere in the world, in the planet. It's just the Seatruck docking module that got updated. That struck the lily pad on my base. It's just the Seatruck that got updated, some bugs that got fixed, which I'm not going to extensively go and check. There are plenty of other YouTubers that do that, and I'm not particularly interested in my limited time that I'm not doing homework. So if you want to go check out some other people's bug fix videos, The Last Bacon is good, their Salvener is good. I'm sure he'll be checking out some of this. There's a couple of other Subnautica YouTubers that I haven't really checked in with for a long time. But for me, that is going to be all. So, thank you everybody so much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed. But without further ado, adios, sayonara, au revoir, hasta la vista, das vidania, auf Wiedersehen, ciao, and goodbye. Please have yourselves all a fantastic rest of your day. Get some sleep if you need to. Don't forget to stay hydrated. This video is in the bag. Where's my cursor? And I will see you guys in the next one. Later, y'all.